I'm Jerry O'Sullivan. I'm the manager of the airport. I'm very proud and frankly amazed to welcome the start of nonstop jet service to Atlanta and New York. Convenient, affordable, year-round jet service to these great hubs, LaGuardia and Atlanta, will have a huge impact on every part of Greenbrier County. This great jet service is just one of the installments in a dream we all heard when the Greenbrier got a new owner. And now I would like to publicly thank the one man who made this possible, Jim Justice.
Appreciate so much. I really appreciate all of you coming out. It's a wonderful, wonderful day for West Virginia. There's some cute stories about how all this came about, and Jim and I could probably tell you, and it'd take many, many, many hours to do it all. But I was just thinking when Jess said that they dragged for maybe a year or two not knowing. Well, if you're involved with Jim Justice, you're not going to drag. You might be drugged, but you're not going to drag. I can assure you. And the whole thing about Jim coming into it, we start dealing with CSX, and I start knowing that there was going to be a change. They were going to leave. And they tried to exit, maybe thinking they needed to exit a little bit quicker than what we thought they should exit. And I'm thinking, what in the world am I going to do to hold them on? I got to have some time to try to make something happen. And I'm talking to everybody I can think. Mr. Marriott, I went and saw Mr. J.W. Marriott, and doing everything that we could to keep this thing alive. And then I was calling, he said, well, we're going, and I knew where they were going. I said, I think I know where you're going with this, but I'm going to tell you, you're not going to close the Greenbrier, you're going to give us a chance. And we were just hoping that we would have that chance. So I told him, I says, if not, you have an awful lot of railroad tracks in West Virginia. You're going to have a crazy governor laying on the tracks. Now, well, I was afraid they were going to call my bluff, because I don't think the train would stop. That's what I was really afraid of. And then along comes Jim, and I get the phone call. And it was just, what a blessing. What truly a blessing to have this man, the love, the dedication, a West Virginian through and through. And that's what it takes. It takes that passion. You can't do what he's doing unless you have passion. You can't do what any of us do unless there's a passion for the state and you believe in it. The bottom line is, when Jesse said, I've got 3, when you think of your delegation, of a 10-member panel working right now, men and women, 3 are from the Greenbrier Valley, working on education reform. That speaks volumes. It does. So I'm so proud of all of them. But Jim, what you've done, the Greenbrier Commission and Betty and all of you, what you continue to do, to the Delta Airlines representative for being so brilliant in their business plan to come here, to the local business leaders. I told them, we've got the peaches coming from Georgia and the apples coming from New York. We've got a full basket right now. We've got a full basket. With that being said, I was asked by some of the reporters, what does this mean? Well, first of all, to be able to come to the world-class resort, and I mean that. It's always been a world-class, but not at the level it is now, and not at the level it's going to continue to grow to. But with that being said, let me tell you what it does for the state of West Virginia. We didn't have this part of the state served. They're working on flights all the time, Charleston being your metropolitan hub, if you will. Up in the Wheeling area, you have the Pittsburgh area airports and all that. But when you depend on other states to provide the service, I guarantee you don't get the people. They might pass through and they might come from one venue, but they don't stay. This is going to give us a chance to keep people in West Virginia. And they said, wouldn't it be great for a retirement destination? My goodness, if you've ever been to Lewisburg, and if you've ever been to Ronson, all the beautiful communities, if you've ever been to the Greenbrier Valley, it's a beautiful place to live, to grow a family, to work, and to retire. It has it all. And I'm so proud of what you all have been able to do working together, Jesse, what you all have been able to do here. I have flown quite a bit out of here, and I do enjoy flying it. I'm just so thankful that we have this opportunity. I'm thankful for Jim. I'm thankful for how many employees do we have at this time, Jim? Let me tell you, when the boss can't count them all, you know you've got everybody fully employed. And but that speaks volumes. And the bookings are up. He's advertising, promoting West Virginia, the Greenbrier. We have the Classic coming. The new casino resort is going to be opening up here in another couple of weeks. That's what they call the big dig. That's the big dig. But anyway, I can only say that as the governor of the greatest state in the nation, and who would have thought, Jesse said, who would have thought 6 years ago if this state would have hit a recession, or if this country hit a recession, that we wouldn't be drugged down first to be the last to come out? Well, let me tell you one thing. We haven't been drugged down, and we're going to come out on top. And I really believe that. So, without further ado, I want to introduce my friend, and I've known his father. I got to tell you this quick story about our relationship. His father, which we'll call Big Jim, who's passed and we still think about. Trust me, he was only Big Jim in name, because he was older. He was his father. Just what a wonderful human being. But Jim and my father-in-law, Carl Conley, worked together. They worked together in the coal area of Ranger Fuel in Raleigh County. Leo Vasilio job and all that. So I remember Jim playing ball, and this big tall boy that was good in athletes, and he was a great golfer and a great ball player, but just a great humanitarian, a great human being. And then to grow into the responsible person and be able to do the things he's done, and the entrepreneurial spirit, he and his family. And I'm just so proud that he is ours. He is West Virginia's, he is Greenbrier County's, and he's one of us, and he always will be. I want to introduce our dear friend, Mr. Jim Justice.
Okay. Now you've heard a lot of lies so far here today. I won't try to acknowledge everybody because I couldn't possibly remember your names, but I can tell you this, that I can't tell you a friendship that I'm more proud of than I am with Joe Manchin. He has done a fabulous job as our governor. He has a passion for this state to just eat up, and the whole world's upside down, and we've got a surplus. Not only does he have the passion to do the good stuff, but he's on his game. He knows how to run the store, and so we're very, very blessed, Joe. And I appreciate all the friendship, all the years, and everything. And I surely appreciate all the people that have put all the licks in to make all this happen. Everybody says, well, this is Jim. Well, give me a break. I mean, really and truly. There's been a lot of people with a lot of licks to make this all happen. Now, I've got to tell you this little story, though. Gene Wright, the mayor of Quinwood, used to fly as our co-pilot from time to time when we'd have somebody off. Now this part, I honestly believe that in this world sometimes we've just got to take the bull by the horns and take up the slack because we can't afford to have a whole troop of people working. But the thing I was always fascinated about Gene was he would go out in the patrol car near Quinwood and pull people over. He was also the magistrate, I think. So he'd pull them over, they'd come in and he'd have a robe on. Well, he'd pull them over and they were guilty there, he brought them in, they were guilty there, and then they said, well, we want to see the mayor. He just went back in the room, came right back out. I've never seen a deal like that before. But I love it, But I can tell you it's a great day. A great day in a lot of different ways. You see, I am eat up with the same level of passion and everything that our governors eat up with. And I can't thank all the people that are here with the Airport Authority and on and on and on that have contributed in every way. But I can also tell you this, that if you think through the Greenbrier, we are going to get there. And we're going to get there in a big way, I think. It has to be profitable to give us longevity. This is maybe not a big step to you, but it's a heck of a step to us. I mean, even though in South Carolina people would say in a T90 way, we actually made a T90 profit in May. Now, probably the first month that the Greenbriers made a profit in 732 years. But we're on our way. Our call volume is off the chart. We've got 400 jobs posted. We've got 1,600 people working. We're heading toward 2,000, and there's a lot of great things going on. But I can tell you this, the neat thing about these flights and what they're going to do is the Greenbrier, the virtue of the Greenbrier is this, and Greenbrier County the same way. Just look out here what we have, and look at our people. I mean, it's a treasure beyond belief. But the little hitch to it is, how in the world do you get here? I mean, you know, anybody and everybody loves it when they get here, but you know, it's an obstacle course to get here. You had to solve that. Now we have, and the other spin off the whole thing that really gives me a great feeling is, now, you know, if you want to run to New York for a weekend, it's not too terribly expensive. I think it's in the mid to high $200 round trip. I mean, it's a great opportunity. If the Mountaineers are back in the Peach Bowl again, you don't have to fight it. You can just buzz right down there, and here you go. And so we got a lot of great things going on at the Greenbrier and in Greenbrier County. And I really do appreciate all the work that everybody's done, because I say it over and over and over. The people I do have the love, and I do have the passion, I do have the drive, and I've got either the guts or I am drugged up on something. Maybe, you know, maybe KFC. You know, maybe I just inject KFC directly in my veins. But the chicken place closed down here. We gotta get the chicken place back. And I'm the KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. And here's the amazing thing. Now, this is amazing. My total cholesterol, hard to imagine. My total cholesterol is 128. Really? That's hard to believe. And I tell the doctors do it, and they look at me and said, there's no way. And I said, it's the amazing Kentucky Fried Chicken diet. But it's a great day. I appreciate you so much. You make me look a lot better than I really am, and your kind comments are beyond really what they ought to be. But anyway, I thank you a million times, the governor, and all you guys. I love you to death. Thank you.